What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles, chilling on the day before the 4th of July, man. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. What's goody? Let's get to it, man. First things first, salute to the unfiltered nation. Salute to the unfiltered fam. Salute to the mod squad. Salute to the goons in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Run the likes up for your boy. Keep the likes at 50% of the audience at all times. Last but not least, tip your bartender. What's popping? What's popping, y'all, man? Y'all know what it is. It's time to do what? It's time to blaze one for the nation. It's time to blaze one for the nation, man. But we gonna do what we do best, and that's whatever the hell we want, man. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, man? I hope you guys are getting ready for tomorrow's festivities, man. The weekend has already begun. I might not be in LA, man. I'll probably be somewhere else, man. You'll be kidding me, from another location, man. Just trying to figure out where we going. That's all. We trying to figure it out. You don't want to be here. Okay. But with that being said, another person that doesn't want to be where he at is the homie Sean Diddy Combs. Because we all know yesterday, man. Man, you guys do, a lot of y'all do not understand what transpired yesterday, man. You just think that, oh, Diddy didn't get prosecuted on a couple of cases and he's still going to do some time, and all the stuff that I'm hearing, man. There's a lot of people that's really mad out there that Diddy didn't get that RICO. But do you understand that Sean Diddy Combs just became a legend, bro? He just became a legend in law, in the actual the legal field. He became a legend on the street. He became a legend to every dope dealer, every pimp hustler, mass unaliver and everything else, bro, by beating something that was supposed to be unbeatable, man. Beating the feds on a RICO charge, bro, that's pretty much dead to rights. He did something that nobody's done, dog. He by far just won the greatest legal criminal suit that you could win, bro. One that was going to put him away, and he cleared it. Not only did he clear the RICO, he cleared the trafficking. Those two, bro, those two right there, man, are absolutely phenomenal what he did, bro. He made the government, he just embarrassed the entire legal system of the government, bro. And just like that, man. And he's definitely somebody who people are worried now, dog. Everybody was walking around. It's just like, hey, man, when the cat's away, the mice will play. And now that he is looking like he'll be back on the streets sooner than later, they did everything in their power yesterday. So we're going to go over it, man. And we're going to talk about his potential sentence. But there's a whole lot of people not giving his legal team the respect and the absolute quota that they did, what they just did. Because to be totally honest with you guys, man, for those of people that are out here trying to hate, talking about, well, he's still going to jail. He's still going to jail. Dude, he's guilty of the things that he's going to jail for. He got convicted on 2 charges out of 5, bro. Okay, and we're going to go over it. And the 2 that he got convicted on, that he got ruled guilty, he did. He did it. But the other ones that they were trying to pin him on to try to add and try to put some more pancakes on top of the stack, they didn't hit. They didn't hit on those, which was the embarrassing part, bro. Like, hey, man, you caught me. You caught me red-handed, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was cheating on my girl. But you don't get to go out there and say that I did something else. You don't get to go over there and say, oh, not only did he do that, man, he also, he went to the WYMCA, okay, the WMCA over there, and just started just jumping in the women's locker room and just started just, taking care of business with every woman that walked into the lamb locker room. You don't get to make up nothing, okay? But like I said before, man, people are very mad, and we're here to talk about it. So let's get to it. All right, let's get to it. But first things first, man. Let me go ahead and do this first, man. Okay, I need this. Ain't been blazing one for the nation as much as I should. So let's get to it, man. Okay, hope you guys is all good, man. Hope you guys are getting yourselves ready for tomorrow. All right. So the Diddy trial, man, prosecutors took a monumental loss, bro. Biggest loss in the history of the legal system, bro. The biggest one in regards to the government. There's never been a RICO case bigger than this, and there's never been nobody beat the RICO system as big as this. This is the granddaddy of them all, okay? So it says right here, Diddy trials mostly in the books. Jury acquitted him of the most serious charges, the racketeering, the sex trafficking, and the prosecutors are coming out looking like huge losers. That's what's being said all over, man. All those prosecutors, all y'all need to be fired. All you guys need to get out of the building. Your boxes need to be packed. You need to go ahead and turn in your key cards because you don't need to have a job, bro. You do definitely need to be fired. All right. Looking back, the prosecutors held a press conference to announce the indictment. So when they announced the indictment, this is where a lot of the legal people are saying where they started screwing up, where they ended up talking about the baby oil being seized in Diddy's homes more than they talked about the guns and everything else. They were really trying to embarrass Diddy. They really wanted to just expose his sex life, man. That's pretty much what this is saying. They're saying that they were more concerned about the Diddy oil and the damn Astroglide that was found instead of the weapons that did not have serial numbers rubbed off of it. All of that kind of stuff, man. The weaponry. They were more concerned about embarrassing and humiliating him and didn't even use any of that in the case. Those of us who know people who have been in the game or know people that are in the game, you know damn well a Fed charge comes from you rubbing off a serial number on guns when he had everything under the sun. Uzis, Mac 10s, 9s, he had everything. They didn't even concentrate on it. They wanted to humiliate him and put his sex life out there and use that more than they used the stuff they could have used. They could have used the DV. They could have used the violence that was partaked upon, that was actual video evidence against Cassie that we all saw. They decided, nah, we ain't gonna use none of that. We're just gonna try to go for this and use the sex stuff. Nah, man, in today's day and age, hey man, you gotta come a lot stronger than that, man. There's a whole lot of freaky people in the world, bro. I mean, damn, your grandmother might be getting it in. Right now, you don't want to think about it, but she might be getting it in with the deacon at the church. But hey, like I said before, I digress. All right. So Diddy's still in custody because the judge denied him bail. Now, Diddy should have got bail, in my opinion. Diddy should have got bail because what he got convicted on, the two prostitution charges, bro, those are, the Mann Act. That's not anything that the government should have needed to do. You can get the Mann Act in a state. The state could do it. The state that you go in, you leave Vegas, you bring a little prostitute back, you come back to LA, you pay her and you knock the boots and then you get caught. Man, the state of California could have gave you the Mann Act. All it is, did you cross over state lines? Where were you 6 hours ago? I was in Vegas. Oh, you got on the I-15, you drove all the way back. Okay, you came to LA. Hey man, you crossed state lines. That's it. Mann Act, done. Didn't take $100 million of a trial to do that. Okay. So, but he still came out a winner today. Prosecutors came out of big losers. So we will see what the sentence is. So that's the point of this conversation. What time is Diddy gonna do? Now, we're hearing speculation all over the place. Each charge, he got convicted on 2 charges. Okay, some people are saying, oh, it's a 10-year minimum. Okay, for the Mann Act, 2 counts of, transporting prostitutes over state lines. That's all it takes. It's very simple. Okay, 2 counts of that. 10 years. People, oh, it's 10 years. It's 20 years. There's not a mandatory minimum. I'm here to give you guys the facts. So when your boys are running around or everybody's at work and you guys are in the break room and people are telling you how long they're going to get, who are trying to do the locker room lawyering and all of that, I'm here to tell you, man, it's all right here. No, it's up to 10 years. It's not a mandatory minimum. All right. The RICO charge had a mandatory minimum. Okay, the trafficking charge had a mandatory minimum. This doesn't. Up to 10 years. It could be probation. It could be time served. It could be 2 years. It could be 10 years. It could be 6. It could be 5. It's up to the judge's discretion. The judge is going to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner when it comes to this time. But we're here to tell you what is to be expected based on case law. All right. So here we go. All right. So Combs avoided possible life sentences. All right. That's why he was on his knees kissing the ground for the second time in his life. He's been saved by the bell. All right. They found him not guilty on those 2 charges that could have put him away for life. He is guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution. All right. I know real PIs, like we say in the Bay. PI till I DI. Okay. I know a lot of them, dog. I know a lot of people in that life, dog. A lot of them. I know a lot of them. All right. Was friends with them, hung out with them, never partaked. But I was cool with them, dog. Ain't nothing better than to have somebody that's got a whole lot of females around, dog, and a cat that got all the money is paying everything in the club. Hey man, I'm the club guy. Hey man, let y'all all in for free. Hey man, it's all good. So I know this. I know that game. I know that situation. All right. And I'm telling you, man, there's a whole bunch of people in your town that should be going to jail for that, dog. There's a whole bunch. You go to the strip club, man, and you go to the champagne room and you give her an extra $100, and you need to be in Man Act too. You need to be doing the same shit. But like I said, man, I digress. All right. So guilty, 10 years maximum per charge. So 1 charge up to 10 years. Charge 2 up to 10 years. That's 20 if the judge decides to be Billy Badass and say, hey man, I'm going to throw the book at you. Then it's 20. Okay. Let me keep going. So the judge refused bail. Combs's lawyer was talking about, here's $1 million bond to let him go home. All right. Cassie and her attorneys were vehemently against that. They did not want him out because they're saying he is a menace to society, bro, on some old dog type shit. They're saying, man, he gets out, he's going to threaten us, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. And you know what, man? There's a lot of other people that are scared to death. Not only is Cassie scared to death, okay? His former chef just came out and said she's scared, okay? That if he gets out, something's going to happen to her. We got a bunch of security people that's saying the same shit. Everybody that was singing behind the scenes, the people that their names weren't put in there, that gave up information, they're scared. They're worried, bro. And you know what, man? This is something that definitely is blowing my sales back, because I'm like, is he Suge Knight? Was Diddy Suge Knight? Maybe Diddy was Suge Knight and Suge Knight was Diddy. Because, hey man, from what I knew about Suge, and I've met them both. I met Diddy, met him one time, and I've met Suge on a couple occasions. Okay? Suge was the one that people should have been scared of. But according to what everybody's saying now, Diddy is really him, dog. Diddy is really, he's really the Grim Reaper, bro. Because they are scared to death. They're scared he's going to retaliate. Okay? So they kept him in jail. All right. They kept him in jail, and he doesn't have to has to stay in until his sentencing is in October. So he even though he won those 2 cases and he should have got house arrest, he should have been able to bail out. His reputation and the people sending letters and the scaredness, and everybody's afraid and they're scared for their life because Didzilla is going to be running around, bro, and he's going to get at everybody. So they kept him in. Okay, that says a lot. All right. Now, here is the legalities. All right. So we had a juror. I knew that the jury was going to start talking, bro. If I was on that jury, I would write a book. If I was on that jury, I'd write a screenplay. If I was on that jury, I would be going around the circuit to get paid. Like, I was on the biggest RICO trial in the history of the United States. Bigger than John Gotti and bigger than any other case. And I was implicit in giving him his freedom on those charges. I exonerated him. I voted not guilty. It was unanimous vote. It was not 6-5 and all of that. It was unanimous. So I'm getting a bag if it's me. Okay? If it's me, I ain't talking to nobody without a bag. I need a bag intact. You want to know what I think? Cool. But this juror said a couple of things. All right. Number one. Okay, he didn't want to be recognized, his name out there, because he doesn't want nobody to know who he is. But he said this. All right. So the juror in the trial said that there is rumors that his that Diddy being famous had a lot to do with why he's off, because there's a lot of people that are very angry. There's a lot of people that had had skin in the game. They wanted to see him fry. They wanted to see him in jail. A lot of people who feel that that he took advantage of women and he did all these things. I mean, there's a whole bunch of I can't even name them all. All right, but this is what he said. This is what an actual juror said when people are talking about you only let him out because he was famous. Here's what he said. The individual who asked their name not to be used on what they said were concerns about potential online abuse and cyber harassment. Yeah, that was going to happen. Told ABC News that they found the idea of a celebrity influence playing a role in the rule of the verdict to be, quote, highly insulting and belittling to the jury and the deliberation process, unquote. The jury said they heard a legal pundit imply Combs' celebrity may have played a role. Here's what he continued to say, quote, we would have treated any defendant in the same manner, regardless of who they are. I have nothing else to say, okay, unquote. In other words, anybody would have got off on this. What he's saying is as far as the jury is concerned, any Tom, Dick, and Hank would have got off because they didn't prove a RICO. And I said it over here the entire time from indictment to yesterday. I didn't see a RICO. And no matter how many people tried to convince me that there was a RICO and he was going down for it, I didn't see it. I didn't see a racketeering influence criminal organization. Okay. I didn't see that at all, bro, because when you have an organization, that means you have a hierarchy. You have a Don. You're Don Diddy. That's what they're trying to say. He's Don Diddy. Where is the capo? Where's the person that's underneath? The underboss. It goes the Don, it goes the underboss. Then it goes the consigliere, then it goes the capos, then it goes the made men, then it goes to foot soldiers. Where was that at? Where was it at? If you want to do it in regular business parlance, you got the CEO, you got the president, you got the vice president, you got the, you got the management, you got the administration. Where was that? It was nowhere to be found. Let's get these likes up. Nowhere to be found, bro. It was Diddy on the top and a bunch of girls he was dealing with and a couple of assistants. Where's all the middle people at? Not no organization, bruh, at all, okay? So that's what he's saying, all right? So associates of Combs, two alleged victims, Cassie and Daphne Joy, we all know that that's 50 Cent's baby mama, who testified under the pseudonym of Jane, they lost that case, bro. They were deemed to be culpable and deemed game to be complicit, and they gave their opinion, their approval to all the freak-offs based on what the jury says. The jury said he's not guilty of both charges. So Daphne Joy, get out of here. No, he didn't traffic you. And Cassie, he didn't traffic you. What does that mean? That means as far as the court of law is concerned, man, they was down. Didn't matter what they tried to say later. Because when they pulled out those emails, when they pulled out those text messages, when they pulled out all that information, they said that Cassie was setting everything up. Cassie was running around free as a bird, okay, based on what they were said in his testimony, all right? So we're going to keep going. So he was denied bail. We know that. Faces a maximum sentence of 20 years. We know that. So to find out the possible charges, Mark Gallegos, if you guys know anything about the legal system, we all have heard of Johnny Cochran, rest in peace, man. Mark Gallegos is the modern day Johnny Cochran. He is the guy who is Johnny Cochran today. Mark Gallegos, he was on a Michael Jackson trial. He was Chris Brown, got him out of trouble. Scott Peterson, you guys know about the murder of Scott Peterson with his wife Lacey Peterson up in Petaluma with the babies, and all that stuff. He is a very, very notable person. He was initially going to be on this case, all right, but due to a conflict of interest, however it was, he wasn't on it. But his daughter, I think her name is Tanny. Tanny Gallegos was the lead attorney on Diddy's case. She was the lead attorney. So if you don't think that she was asking her dad what to do here, what to say here, what to do this, what to do that, you crazy as hell. Because if it was my daughter and she asked me, I'd help. All right. So With all that being said, let's get to it. This is what Mark Gallegos said yesterday. He was talking to Harvey Levin on TMZ. All right. So he anticipates that Gallegos has anticipated that he will serve 18 months behind bars. 18 months. This is what he's saying. This is a dude who pretty much knows what's going on. He's fought everything. He's saying that Diddy's going to get 18 months. All right. Let's continue with that. All right. So he says right here, this is what he said. Quote, what the government is going to ask for, they're going to ask for 50 to 60 months. Okay. 50 to 60 months, do the math. That's about 5 years. They're going to ask for about 5 or 6 years. They want Diddy in at least 5 or 6 years. He is a first-time offender. It is up to, 10 years per count is up to 20. But he's saying that they want at least 6 to 7 years Diddy behind bars. Okay? That's what he said when he was with Harvey Levin. The sentencing guidelines, frankly, are 20 to 27 months. So if you look at all the cases, okay, because now RICO's out of the way. Trafficking is out of the way. Mandatory minimum's out of the way. He said that the guidelines say it's 20 to 27. Diddy's already did 10 months. Time served. Diddy's already did 10 months. You don't get to act like he ain't in jail. Plus, due to the fact that he didn't get bail, he's going to be in what? August, September, October. So by the time the sentencing comes, Diddy would be in jail a year and a month. 13 months. 13 minus 20 is 7. 13 minus 20 is 7. 13 minus 27 is 14. So based on the guidelines that Mark Gallegos, who I definitely trust and believe, based on that, they're saying he's going to get out anywhere between 8 months to 14 months. Diddy's going to be out next year. Diddy's going to be touching down. Take that. He going to be doing all of that, dog. And he going to dye his shit back. He going to get the black on. He going to get all of that, man. He going to get the Beijing back on, get all that shit. And he going to have that white party, dog, next year. So if you want to go to the next freak off, bro, all you got to do is get yourself ready. He'll be out next year based on what Mark Gallegos said. The guidelines are 20 to 27 months on a guilty charge. Okay, he's already did 10. By the time they and the trial, the date for the sentencing is October 8th. So that's 3 more months in the jail. And you know what? He should just go ahead and take the time served. I mean, I understand them trying. I know he wants to get home and stuff, but why go home for 3 months only to go back in? He's going in. Okay, I don't think he's going to get house arrest. I don't think he's getting. I think he's definitely getting some kind of time because he got convicted on 2 different charges, not just one. He got convicted on 2. But if he's going to be out 20 to 27 months, bro, without time served, and he's been in 10 and he's about to be in 3 more, Diddy gonna be out real quick. Diddy be out by next summer, somewhere around that. He definitely be out by Christmas. It's barbecue chicken, bro. And these people are worried because Diddy out. Diddy's a menace, bro. Based on what they're saying, Diddy, they're scared. But you know what? Hey, that's what happens, man. You thought that you had a slam dunk that he was gonna do time in the rest of his life. You were walking around, and now he's getting out. Doesn't matter whether it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't matter 10, 20. If Donald Trump decides to pardon him, he'll be out. He'll be out next year. Let's not act like he don't pardon black rappers, because he does. Okay, ask Kodak Black. Ask Lil Wayne. Okay, he definitely, and Diddy's bigger than both of them, and he was friends with Diddy for a lot of years. He said it himself. Me and Diddy used to be cool. It wasn't until I got into this politics we weren't cool. Okay, so you have that. Last but not least, and I'm gonna read you guys' questions. Last but not least, bro. Okay. Sean Diddy Combs, man, he held the code down. Diddy didn't snitch on nobody. Everybody else was snitching on him. Cassie took the money, took the 20 million from her, got 10 million from the hotel, walked away with 30, still testified. Yeah, I know you had to, but Still. Okay? Jane, Daphne Joy, she got up there and told it. All his people that was under him, his assistants, told it. Security told it. All former employees told it. All these people told. You know who didn't tell? Puff. Puff didn't tell nothing. Puff didn't talk. Puff didn't testify against nobody, bro. He kept to the code. The streets is respecting Puff. Now we don't respect we don't respect the baby batter on the chest stuff. We don't. I mean, there's certain things we ain't doing. But as far as standing on business, Puff got to get a salute for that, dog. He's definitely getting a hood salute. He's getting a ghetto salute for that. He did not snitch on nobody. He didn't testify, nor did he had his attorneys call anybody. He didn't want to have nobody exposed, man. He didn't call any character witnesses for them to redirect and give a chance to go at him. He didn't give anybody nothing. His defense, 20 minutes. When they said the prosecution rests, Your Honor, defense, your turn. 20 minutes later, they said the defense rests. No testimony, no exhibits, no pictures, no names, nothing. They got it. We don't got nothing else to say. They didn't prove no RICO, and that was it. Okay, so salute to Puff. Everybody, man, if you were down with Puff, like you supposed to behind the scenes, you were putting something on his books. You was definitely sending him a letter. You was letting it be known through his kids, Justin and Christian and all of them. You were letting them know that you was 10 toes down. You still in, bro. But all these other people that didn't show up, man, where was Meek Mill at? Okay, Meek Mill didn't want no parts of that. Where was Rick Ross at? Where was Nicki Minaj at? Where was Young Miami at? Where's all these people that was running behind Diddy, man? All these people, bro. Where were they at? Nowhere. They was nowhere around, bro. They didn't want no bit of it. They thought he was dead to rights. Okay? Give Diddy about a year and a half. He gonna be on the streets, bro. Okay? He gonna be on the streets. And if I was you, Puff, like I said, I met you before, dog. You was cool. I met you in passing, man. We knew a mutual person. I said, what's up? You said, what's up? That was it. Man, stop flying people all over the place. Okay? Let me give you guys a public service announcement and a cautionary tale, dog. Don't fly no professionals out no more, dog. Do not fly Sandy the stripper from San Diego to Miami, dog. Don't fly nobody nowhere, bro. If you want to do something strange for some change, stay in that state. Go to them, dog. Stay in the state, man. Because if you transfer anybody, you transfer a bartender and you pay her, bro. The bartender was cute. You met her at the damn Cavaliers game in Cleveland, and you flew her out to Atlanta, bro, and you broke her off, two different ways. Your ass is guilty of the Mann Act. All this stuff that all these people that I know that did, all these athletes that used to fly women from here to there and pay their rent and buy them a Birkin and get them red bottoms and all of that shit is under the Mann Act now, dog. Like, hey, man, you got to understand now, man. You got to move differently, man. You better make her your girl. You better make her your girl, dog. You better lie. You better have about 15 engagement rings and put engagement rings on these women, because now they're not giving up no buns for free, bro. There ain't no free buns, homie. You're going to have to pay, or you're going to have to play, bro. That's what it is, dog. And I'm telling you, let the feds find out all that little funny stuff you was doing, dog. All that little funny business stuff you was doing, you thought was cute. You better cut it out. And Diddy, you better do the same thing. Everybody, man, don't fly nobody nowhere, bro. Make sure everybody, don't pay nobody. Don't give nobody no loot. None of that shit. I'm not paying none of you guys. Y'all want to come over here and you want to get down with the diddler. Free food, free drink, free accommodations. You can be up in here. I'm not paying y'all a lick. Don't ask me for no money. Don't ask me for no record deal. Don't ask me for no contract. Don't ask me for shit other than, you know what I'm saying? Other than some of that bubble gum. That's it. Bubble gum. That's it. Okay, nothing else. All right. So I'm trying to let you guys know, man. No, you think that it doesn't matter to you, but you'll find out, man. All that shit that you was doing over there at the Toy Box, the strip club called the Toy Box. You over at the Toy Box, man, with your toolbox. You about to be locked up. Okay, I'm trying to tell you guys that shit right now, dog. But I expect the diddler, man. I expect him to get out within a year, bro. I think 2026 is the year of Diddy. And he gonna come right back, man. He's gonna have a big ass party, bro. He gonna have it right in Miami, and you gonna see Khaled. You gonna see all of them. You gonna see them all, bro. And if I was you, Puff, bro, I am keeping it a buck. I remember everything everybody did when they thought that you was done. I remember everybody, bro. That's me. Luckily, it ain't me. Wouldn't have been me in the first place. But if it was, I just happened to come back in another life as somebody who didn't know what the hell they were doing. I'm gonna remember everything. All right. So that's what's up, man. Mark Gallegos. Now, of course, things could change. All right, but Mark Gallegos, he made it clear. Hey, I think that, based on the mandate, it's 20 to 27 months, and that's without time served. Time served, he's getting time served. That time that he's sitting in that cell, that has to be counted. 13 months, bro. 20, 13, 7. Okay, men lie, women lie, number don't lie. All right, 27, that's 14 months. Okay, a year and 2 months, max. The government wants 50 to 60. Now, here's the thing. I'll say this, then I'll read your comment. The government's mad as hell, dog. They mad as hell. Do I expect them to come back with something else? Maybe not the government, but the states. The states might decide to jump on this, bro. Try to give them some state time. And as far as the civil suits, Diddy gonna be in court the rest of his life. Everybody's getting a bag. Once they found out that Cassie was getting a bag, everybody getting a bag, bro. Everybody. Okay? He might as well just start putting together a trust fund to pay everybody, because they're coming. He's gonna have to pay, bro. But at least he'll be free. Unless he wants to go and hang out with Russell Simmons and fly over to Indonesia, bro, and lay out there, man, and lay up in their grass hut somewhere and do that. But his assets are still his assets. Okay, so that's what's up, man. Let me read you guys' comments and see what's going on out there. I hope everything's cool with you guys, man. Okay, all right, man. Let's make it clear. But Diddy he's a legend in another way, bro. And another thing. This Diddy case just became case law, meaning that anytime anybody gets caught up in a RICO or gets caught up in a Mann Act or gets caught up in a trafficking case, they're going to be using Combs versus the United States as a reference. This goes down in infamy, bro. This was bigger than a lot of people think it is. This became a legal point of reference when you try to prosecute the next man. When you try to prosecute the next cat, he's going to use all of this on his case. Just letting you know. All right. All right. I'm out here chilling, bro. Okay. All right, man. Sub the channel, y'all. Let me see what y'all got to say, man. Salute to everybody that's on here. All right, man. Justin Sizzle, what's going on? Justin Saw, I'm in here chilling. Big B, what's going on, man? All right, man. Justin Saw, salute to the nation. Salute to the Unfiltered Nation and fam, man. Salute to all you guys, man. I hope you guys are going to have a good 4th of July weekend. I'm about to do something. I don't know what we're doing, dog. My wife looking for plane tickets. I don't know what she got going on, dog. She handling all of that. We going to see. All right, I don't know, man. I don't know if I really want to fly somewhere, okay? I don't know. All right, man. What it do, man? Blaze one for the nation. What's going on? Sarah K. Scott. What's going on, Sarah? Hey, Sarah, I know yesterday was a big disappointment to you. I mean, we all know, man, the stuff that he did do is heinous. The stuff that, there is no reason for him to punt, pass, and kick on Cassie like he did, bro. And there's no reason to do that, man. She was a helpless victim, man, being just absolutely just disrespected in the biggest way possible, bro. But I could say this. The government, man, they didn't come correct. They didn't come, with their teeth bared. They came in there thinking that this was going to be easy work. And Diddy was fighting, bro. He was going to, I think they asked him, they said they were going to try to give him 10 years. The plea bargain, take 10, Diddy now. And Diddy's like, nah, I ain't taking none. Diddy stood on business, bro. Tell you that, man. May not like him as a person, bro, but as far as how he stood on business when it came down to it, he stood on business, man. So the government is all to blame for this. If you wanted a different outcome, you gotta blame them. All right, got to blame the government. All right, man. Okay, straight up, man. What's going on? Okay. Big B says she's a boof. Yeah, dog. Hey, dog. Like I said, man, nobody gets to say that Diddy trafficked those two women. They don't get to say that, dog, because legally he did not. Okay, you had 12 people. There was 8 men and 4 women on the jury. 8 men, 4 women. All right, and those 8 men said he was not guilty, and those 4 women said he was not guilty. Twice. They could have said, okay, you're not guilty on Daphne Joy, but you're guilty on Cassie, or you're guilty on Cassie and you're not guilty on Daphne Joy. They said neither one of y'all, because when they were deliberating and they were having a problem with the RICO, they asked the judge, can you please send us the transcripts of Cassie's text messages to Diddy? And they sent them. Those text messages were talking about her setting everything up. It didn't have nothing to do with Diddy. She was setting stuff up without Diddy. She was paying people without Diddy. She was meeting with people. She was meeting with the Punisher and meeting with all these people. And then allegedly she had a freak off without Diddy. She was doing this anyway. So they're looking at it like, damn, it's kind of hard to say that he was, coercion with her when she was doing it without him. When she was saying she was down, when she was saying it, this is all in the transcript, that she was excited about it and she was looking forward to it, daddy, and all of that. Kind of hard to kind of say, hey, man, well, when is it a no? When did we ever see a definitive no on here? They didn't see a definitive no. They heard her say a definitive no when she was up there. So obviously they didn't believe her testimony as much as everyone wanted her to. That's that case. Then the second one with Jane, okay, Daphne Joy, all right, we could say this. Diddy's been paying her rent. Diddy been paying her $10,000 a month rent, even while he's in jail. He's been in jail 10 months. What's 10 times 10 times 10? That's 100. So he's still been spending $100,000 on her rent, even though she's testifying against him. And then her information and what she said, she had a freak off with another rapper and his wife. We can all speculate on who that could be. There's really only 2 people in my mind who that could be. All right, let's see how smart you are. All right, so they're like, no, dog, no, she was down too. Goodbye, RICO. Y'all didn't prove that. There's no business. There's no organization. That's done. Well, what about these prostitutes? Oh man, he flew one from Atlanta to New York. That's guilty. Oh, what about this one? Yeah, he did it this too. All right, man, can we go home now, bro? The jury is at the crib right now, man, getting ready to have them some hot dogs, put some hot dogs on the grill, getting ready to put some hamburgers, man. The kids are in the pool. They're not going to be sequestered no more, okay? Straight up. All right, let's get these likes up, you guys. You guys being lazy, man. Come on, man. If you like what we're doing, sub the channel. All right, what's going on? Okay. Justin Saw says Diddy will be sentenced in October. Yes, October 8th at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right, you see I got the time and everything. 10 a.m. If you were here in LA, that's 7. All right, if you were in the mountain area, that'll be like 9 or something. Okay, not 8 or 9. All right, so yeah, so that's 3 months from now. So he's not going nowhere. He's went right back to the facility in Brooklyn. He's in there now, bro. He's still eating his spreads. He's still eating, sardines and crackers or whatever else he got going on in there. And he's still gray as shit. Okay. He ain't dying his up. He ain't out. All right. But I think that's good. I understand that he wanted to go home. I mean, to be home for 3 months would have been cool, but they're scared to death, man. Everybody's scared, man. Because everybody was thinking he was locked in. It was over. They free to roam, free to talk, free to pop it. And now it's looking like he's gonna be out sooner than later. And now they're talking about we're scared. We're scared. So what happens when he gets 27 months or whatever, and he's out next year? You got to deal with Diddy. You got to deal with the diddler. When he get out, you got to deal with him. It is what it is. You just better hope he ain't dealing with you. You better hope that he turned over a new leaf. You better hope he read the Quran. You better hope he read the Bible. You better hope he read the I Ching. You better hope he read, Napoleon's Maxims or whatever else you need to read, the Iliad, the Odyssey, or any other of them classic books that I own, all in there. And that he changed his entire makeup. Because if he comes out as gangster as he was, you're in trouble, bro. Allegedly, Sarah. What a good ass cigar, bro. Mr. G's, what's going on, Mr. G's? What's happening, man? Miss Patrice, what's going on, Patrice? Patrice, I know you and Moms is about to have a good holiday weekend. I know I'm about to, bro. I'm about to act a whole fool. All right, straight up, man. I just don't know if I'm going to be here or somewhere else. All right, love it. Okay, let's get these likes up, man. 10-year mandatory minimum. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's not a 10-year mandatory minimum. It's not. It is up to 10 years. There is no mandatory minimum on a Mann Act. See, these are the bad information that you're getting, you know, at the valet, bruh. You're getting the wrong information. You know, that was for the RICO. The RICO was a mandatory 10 to 20, 75 years. The trafficking was a mandatory 15. The Mann Act is up to 10 per charge. He's been convicted twice. That is a maximum 20 years, but there is no mandatory minimum. See what I'm saying? See how people are walking around here really thinking that they know what it is? No, not for the Mann Act. Is not, and that's all he was convicted on. The prostitution charges. There's no pimp that's in jail that did a mandatory 10 years for pimping. That's basically what they're saying. Diddy, you got caught pimping twice. No. Let's stop, man. Let's cut it out. All right. Let's stop it. Stop with the rumors. All right. Patrice says they carried out oil like it was keys and not the one that unlocks doors. Oh, we already know that. They thought they had a Tony Montana scare, a score. Doesn't make any sense. They spent more time talking about that than anything. I mean, they had actual assault rifles that had the serial numbers filed off, and they were more concerned about the oil. Like, it just goes to show you, man, like some people, man, they just like, dude, let's get the dub, dog. Okay, it's like, let's take the points, Patrice. It's like, man, okay, man, we ain't scoring a touchdown. Let's just go ahead and get these field goals right. Oh no, it's 4th and 1, man. I think we can get it, man. Let's kick the field goal, bro. Let's get the points. Nope, you fail on 4th and 1. They take over at the 1 yard line. You didn't get it, man. And there's only 5 seconds left in the game. Come on, bro. You kick the field goal, win the game. Call it a day. But they didn't do that. All right. Government didn't do that. All right, man. South Central was happening. What's good? Hey, man, been a minute. Good seeing you, man. Wait for football. Yeah, man. I'm looking good. Hey, man, we're gonna talk about football when the time is right, man. We're gonna talk about that, man. I got a couple of videos. If you want to know about your team, bro, if you want to know about them, I did a couple of videos on them, man. Check out the videos I did a couple of days ago. All right, because we talk about everything over here. All right, straight up. Okay. All right, Miss Patricia, not to mention you can have Jets on, showing up at the trial. He's there to support his friend Diddy. Yeah, man, nobody showed up, dog. Everybody was keeping away, man. It was like this cat was radioactive, and he was. Huh? This goes to show you. And Diddy knows what it is. He's not offended. I guarantee you, Puff's not offended, bro. Puff's not offended that these people didn't come up because he knows how it is. He's been in the game long enough to know that people aren't your real friends, man. They only there for what you can do for them. Once you can't do nothing for them, they ain't there for you. He knows that. He knew that. Okay, but he did everybody a solid. He did everybody a solid by not testifying. He could have blew up the entire battleship. He could have went out and did a Frank Lucas, bro. He could have did a Frank Lucas and Nicky Barnes. He could have did anything. Could have did an Alpo. Could have went in there and just told on everybody, man, and just put everybody's name out there. He didn't do it. He didn't do it, man. He didn't have no Epstein list. He didn't do any of that. Diddy was just like, man, if I go down, I go down. It is what it is. All right? I'm not breaking the code. All right? A lot of y'all bro code. Y'all break the bro code all the time, man. You can't even lie for the homie, man, with his girl. You are, oh, well, come on, bro. Come on, man. We know what it really is, man. Okay? All right, Fambo, Diddy kept it gangster when it comes to home. He did. And no matter how much people want to talk about all the other shit, you got to talk about the entire enchilada, man. You can't just talk about the refried beans on the side, bro. You got to talk about everything, man. You got to talk about the rice. You got the Spanish rice. You got to talk about guacamole. I like sour cream guacamole. I need both of those sauces. I need the green and I need the red sauce. All of that. You got to talk about everything. You got to talk about the margarita. You got to talk about the mariachi band. You got to talk about how fine the server was. When you go to a good place, you talk about everything. You don't talk about one thing. He kept it gangster. He did more than what I see on the first 48. These dudes, these niggas walking around acting like they gangster, man, until they put them football numbers in front of them. Then they start singing like Whitney Houston. Okay? So you're right about that. All people who turn on him is going to be exposed. Everybody they did not keep it gangster. They did not, bro. They scared now. Now you're hearing the little people, and I get it. I get the fact that the cook is scared. I get the fact that Cassie's worried. Cassie got her ass whooped. Let's keep it buck. She definitely needs to be scared. Okay, she got beat. She got beat down. I mean, without question. You might want to doubt all the other ones, but you can't doubt the ones that's on that video. And that was in public. You know, Diddy was pawing her up. She's scared. The assistants who are broke. These assistants, they ain't got no 30 million, bro. They need to go to court. You want to be safe? Your ass need to go to court and file a lawsuit. File that case. File it. I would, because look, I'm not gonna be broke. Working at Petco and have somebody come out and hit me over the head, bro. Nah, I need some money. Okay, straight up. If it was me, I would have been filed. All right, straight up. Miss Patrice said Nicki Minaj never messed with Puff ever. She did a song with him 15 years ago. I thought she was managed by Puff. I thought she was being managed by Puffy for a little bit. Okay, look into that for me, Patrice. I know she was definitely doing some stuff with Puff. I don't know if he was representing her when she was in between. When she was with Deb Ante. When she was with Deb, I know hip hop. Yeah, we can definitely go on some hip hop. When she was being managed by Deb Ante, in between that and the management, I think Diddy took over as an interim manager for a little bit. I could be wrong, but I definitely think that they definitely had a relationship and they made some money together. So you can't go and support the homie? Nah, hell no, I'm not doing that. Okay, straight up. All right. Andre Styles said, no more flued out to no more city girls. Hey, man, city girl activity. You better get flown and flued out to Dubai. You better go get you some golden showers in Dubai. You better go to a whole, what they call it, the Arab intermits. How you pronounce it? You better take your ass over there, because no more being flown, no more flying domestically, bro. No more domestic paying for buns. I mean, you're gonna be definitely capped up. All right, straight up. All right, okay. Dexter says that there's an attack on I think it's an attack on everybody, to be honest. I think it's an attack on people, on the have-nots. I think everybody, if you don't have some shit, you're in danger. If you ain't rich, you ain't wealthy, you don't have the money to defend yourself in any capacity, you're in jeopardy. I think that's everybody. Okay, straight up. All right, Andre Styles says no more sugar daddies, no more sugar daddies, no more syrup daddies, none of that shit. Your ass better understand, you got to get it like you live, man. Now it's trap season. It's trap season for the city girls that's running around out there. Now it's time to trap an athlete with a baby. Now it's time to do that, bro. Go back to the old ways. No more just I'm free to roll around, pay me, pay my bills, do this, do that. Nah, you better go ahead and secure a bag with a fetus, bro. You better get a embryo, and you better get one of those. Once you get that, then you might be okay. All right, straight up. All right. So yeah, man, that's where we're at with it, man. It's looking like we don't know. We got 3 months to wait. The trial was over. The government got absolutely humiliated. They got absolutely embarrassed. And I wouldn't be surprised if the judge threw the book at Diddy just because the government's mad. But based on what I heard, he was kind of the judge. I think his name is what's his name? Habermarium or something like that. He had a name like that. I think that he was kind of down on some of the things, because when the prosecution was trying to throw stones at Diddy, he was coming back, well, what about this, or what about? He seemed to be pretty fair, bro. He seemed to be pretty fair. So he might just say, hey, man, I'm not putting my name on that. This is going down in case law. My name's going to be, for the next 100, 200 years, they're going to be using this case as a reference to the next cases. Do I want to do something just based on somebody being mad? Or am I going to do something on somebody what's based on what case laws is? Case law says 20 to 27 months. Diddy has already been in 10 months. 3 months from now is 13. That's a year and a month. Come on, man. Simple mathematics. 7 to 14 months in prison. That's it. That's what happened. That's what Diddy should get if it's fair. If it goes longer than that, then it's got to do with his celebrity. It's got to do with his race. It's got to do with him being wealthy. It has to be something else, because case law says 20 to 27 months. Keep to the case law. Okay? Don't start trying to flip it now because you blew it. Don't start trying to flip it now because You know, you called the wrong play and it's a pick six and they sealed the game. Diddy's lawyers pick six the ball, bro. It's over. Okay? Sudden death. Wrap. You had your possession. I got my possession. I scored a touchdown. You don't get to complain about what happened in the second quarter. Nah, dog. Game's over. Game's over. If you would have won, you wouldn't have been saying shit. Okay? So that's where we're at with it, dog. All right, man. I guess that's pretty much it, man. Okay? Salute to everybody, man. Get yourself ready for 4th of July, man. It's going to be barbecue chicken. We're going to have a great time, man. I will be on. And make sure, man, like I said before, man, keep your noses clean, you guys, man. Keep your noses clean. I know you don't think it applies to you. I mean, why would it apply to you? You're not Diddy. You're not a guy who has as much money as him, fame, fortune, all that type of shit. But, man, shit rolls downhill, bro. It starts at the top and it rolls all the way back down, dog. All that shit you're doing, man, you better chill, man. You better chill before they make an example out of you. It could just be a local prosecutor that wants to be the mayor. Just some basic shit, man. Stop flying these people out. A lot of women flying guys out too. Let's get it understood, and not just women. You know, there's a lot of male hoes out there too, though. Okay, jigger hoes, as we used to call them back in the Bay Area. Bunch of jigger hoes flying around. All y'all, take it from Diddy. You don't got Diddy money to have Mark Gallegos' daughter and that team to save your ass. Okay, all right. So that's what's popping, man. Just definitely wanted to hit you guys up. Let y'all know what it is, not what it ain't. And I'll holler at y'all a little bit later, man. Salute to all y'all, man. Stay out of trouble. Uncle Shaq ain't bailing you out. Not checking foot.